Hi there, it's Miracle. Today is the second episode of my A Bookish Guide to a Local Library series. Last time when I posted my library series, I got a lot of amazing and positive comments from all of my booktuber friends, and I found more and more people are getting used to library more. And I also found an interesting comment from Carla from Carla's Book Bites. A friend of mine recently said that he was afraid to check out more books than he can read in one go, but this is actually encouraged. Most public libraries get their fundings from how many books are being checked out. So even if you don't end up reading all the books, it's good to check them out so your library can justify to buy more. And I think this is a great fun fact for us to learn. It is not only benefit the community, it is also giving us some excuse to check out more books. And also I'll link Carla's channel down below. She's amazing and having great reading taste. Today, as I mentioned in last episode, the topic will be all the digital resources that you can get from a library. The first digital resources you can get is of course eBooks and audiobooks. And there are two popular providers for that. One is called Cloud Library and one is called Overdrive. Before you go to the website of the mentioned two providers, you need to check your local library, which provider that they have contract with. The step to get an ebook or an audiobook is very simple. For both of the websites, the first step you need to do is to locate your location. The second step is to find your library. The third step is to browsing all the books and borrow them. In Overdrive, you can download the ebooks to your phone or even have Amazon to deliver the library borrowing book to your Kindle. And if you are using Cloud Library, I believe you can only read them on your phone. However, you can always download a Cloud Library app in your tablet and reading them in a larger screen. I believe Cloud Library covered a lot of countries such as Australia, Belgium, Canada, UK, US, and New Zealand. And in Overdrive, you can always search your location by your zip code. If you don't find the book you want to borrow in those providers, I'll suggest you to go back and see maybe after 2 or 3 months. Because last year, when I first using Cloud Library to borrow audiobooks, there are not many choices for me, and the collection of our library's audiobooks are very small. But this year, the collection of the audiobooks are significantly increased, and I can find almost everything on Audible in our library system. If you borrow an ebook or an audiobook from the online library, they will normally have a 3 weeks to 1 month reading period or listening period, and after that they will go back to the system automatically. So you don't need to return them. However, you do need to remember the due date in order to finish them before the date. And in my library system, they cannot be renewed. But if you didn't finish the book and there's nobody waiting for that book in line, you can just return the book and reborrow it again. Besides books, you can also borrow music, movie, and TV through your library online system. Our library uses a system called Hoopla, and I can borrow 8 things from Hoopla each month. I didn't find anything interest me in Hoopla's TV or movie. However, I do find some great musical CDs that you can borrow from your library. For example, Hamilton and the Book of Mormon. And of course, in online library, you can always read magazines or newspapers. I believe they will be very similar to the ebook providers. What interests me the most of the digital resources that I can get from library is the e-learning system. Library offers a surprisingly and large variety of classes that you can learn from. For example, you can learn some languages. Our library uses a Mango language learning system, and you can learn from it for more than 6 languages, including French, Japanese, Chinese, and etc. etc. And I went into the Chinese learning classes, and I found them very clear and very user-friendly, like this.
This chapter will teach you to have delightful conversations like this.
你好，
你好，很高兴认识你。
我也很高兴认识你。
谢谢，
不客气，再见。
再见。
Don't worry if the conversations seem difficult. We'll lead you through it part by part.
For example, if you want to travel abroad and you don't know how to speak the language there, you can search for your library if they offer the conversation language learning classes. And the other resources you can get from your library, which is also very interesting, is their homework helping center. If you are a student or if you have children and you need to get some help with the homeworks, don't hesitate to search for your local library's resources. And the last resources I want to mention is the most surprising and amazing one. It is the higher education learning resources. I cannot believe what I can get when I first log into these online resources. I can learn almost every subject that I'm interested in, from business to marketing to IT to web developing and to design. and they are absolutely free. As an adult, I always want to have some skills besides my major, but it is not realistic for us to go back to school and get another major. But now we can just learn some new skills from our online library resources. Isn't that fantastic? So I'm very excited about this finding, and I just want to share with all of you. And that's it for today's episode of Library Guide or Library Discussion. I believe your library offers so many more online resources besides the ones that I mentioned in this video. So just please go to your library's website and find the resources you are interested in and just start using them. If you have other interesting finding, please let me know on the comment. And in my next episode of library series, I'll talk about how to get involved in the library's activities and fantastic library sales and where to find them. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want more bookish content from me, please subscribe to me so that I can see you next time. Happy reading. Bye.